Hello everyone, I am Namuna Pandey. Today I am presenting my final project titled Three Lives and a Monster, the tale of Ravir, Mira, Rudhrahnash and Kal-mrig. In my myth, I created a unique monster named Kal-mrig who plays a critical role in the story's heroic journey. So talking about the inspirations, firstly, the Wendigo. Wendigo inspired Kal-mrig's deceptive nature, symbolizing hidden danger behind innocent appearances. Secondly, Kitsune. Kitsune influenced Kal-mrig's supernatural shape-shifting abilities, reflecting how illusions deceive humans. And lastly, I incorporated Rakshasa. Rakshasas influenced Kal-mrig's elements of magical power and trickery, emphasizing the monster's capacity to manipulate and deceive, a common theme explored in our textbook. So these are the inspirations that I used, and let's move to the myth's influence. Primarily, my myth was heavily influenced by the Indian epic the Ramayana, especially the abduction of Sita and Rama's brave quest to save her. The labors of Hercules was another key inspiration, illustrating a hero confronting various supernatural tasks. This myth provided a template for the heroic journey, conflict, and overcoming supernatural adversity. So, talking about the story overview, my tale revolves around Ravir, who is the hero of the story, Mira, the wife and heroine, Viran and Javak, who are the loyal companions of Ravir, and our main villain of the arc is Rudhrahnash. My created monster is Kal-mrig, a shape-shifting deer. When Mira is abducted by Rudhrahnash using illusionary trick of Kal-mrig, Ravir embarks on a dangerous quest through the dark forest of Tamasvan and across the ocean of the island kingdom Jarvet. Alongside his loyal companions, he faces supernatural deception embodied by Kal-mrig and eventually rescues Mira after defeating Rudhrahnash in an epic holy battle. So on the side, I have drawn a map of the story location. On the north is the kingdom of Santipuram. The middle area is the Tamasvan forest. Trivelian lies western part of Tamasvan. South of Tamasvan forest we have Simhadrika, the brave monkey warrior's kingdom. Jarvet is the southern island shown in the map. So let's talk about the monster analysis. I designed Kal-mrig to be mysterious, deceptive and magical, representing hidden threats people often face. Inspired by Cohen's monster theory, Kal-mrig embodies cultural anxieties and boundaries we fear to cross. Kal-mrig symbolizes how easily trust can be manipulated by appearances, challenging characters morally and emotionally. My hero Ravir represents courage and moral integrity, inspired by Joseph Campbell's concept of the hero's journey, where a hero ventures into the unknown to conquer inner and outer demons. So let's talk about the connection to course themes. Our textbook Introduction to Humanities by Hofnagel and Blanco highlights the fundamental struggle between good and evil, the presence of supernatural beings and moral obligation, elements central to myth. Kal-mrig and Rudhrahnash embody evil, deception and abuse of power, while Ravir symbolizes good, moral duty, dharma and resilience. My myth emphasizes the hero's duty, the inevitability of faith, and moral triumph over supernatural darkness. So let's talk about the main characteristics. Kal-mrig was shaped with a mix of mystical and terrifying traits. It looks beautiful and majestic on the outside, like a glowing black deer with silver antlers, but it hides a dark and supernatural intent. This dual nature reflects one of our core class themes, how monsters often symbolize hidden fears or cultural anxieties. Kal-mrig's ability to shape-shift and deceive is directly inspired by monsters, like the Kitsune and Rakshasa. In terms of myth, I included elements of the hero's journey as described by Joseph Campbell. My hero Ravir leaves the known world, journeys through the forest of darkness, descends into a metaphorical underworld, Jarveth, and emerges changed after overcoming supernatural threats and fulfilling his dharma. The emotional heart of the myth is loyalty and moral struggle. Ravir does not fight for revenge but to restore justice and reunite with his wife, Mira. Mira resists temptations and threat with faith and dignity. These human choices make the myth feel relatable, powerful, and timeless. So, coming to the conclusion and discussing about the significance of my myth to the humanities, my narrative emphasizes core human values, bravery, loyalty, companion, and moral integrity, highlighting their importance within any culture. According to our textbook, myths deeply influence cultural identity and human perspective on morality. Through my myth, I illustrate the heroes arise from ordinary individuals facing extraordinary challenges, encouraging us to reflect critically on our values and choices. So, these are the work citations that I used for this project. And lastly, thank you for watching my final presentation video. I hope you liked my myth story as much as I enjoyed making it. So, thank you again. Have a great day.